What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Friday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great, even though the times are chaotic, the times are hectic, and who knows what the fuck is going on. Let's be real. Shit's crazy. I don't care. You know what? Today we're going to swear in this shit. Give a goddamn. It's hard to not be a little sweary every once in a while. What do you guys say, man? What's going on? Dan Flanagan, what's up? Chad, what's up? Underground P, what's up? Edwardsify, what's up? The cable pop up. The cable, they call me prop up. They call me prop up. What's up? Botia, what's good? Bilal, Uncle Bilal Ashraf, what's up? Lee Belanger, what up? What are you guys saying? Look at the head on this guy. That's what I'm saying. I had to switch it up. I was starting to look a little caveman-y. The COVID was starting to make me look a little bit like a savage, and I didn't like that. So, we had to go back. Dave Black, man, I'm going to holler at you. We're going to talk one of these days. I'm going to holler at you. Shout out to Newfoundland. Lee, living the dream, my brother. That's what we're doing. European. I hope all of you are having an awesome night as well. New crib's beautiful, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it for sure. Oh, shit. Donnacona. If you're from Donnacona, man, holler at me. IG. Let's do this interview. Frontenac, Quebec City, my new cell. Okay. Yeah, for sure, Dave Black. I feel like anybody who's done as much time in the system as you have, anybody who's been through that has a story. You can only go so long in the system without seeing some kind of crazy shit. You already know that. I already know that. So it's just a matter of time at this point. Just getting time to do it. Okay. Max, are you down for the interview? If you're down for the interview, that's great because I don't have anybody from Donnacona that's been on my channel. And from what I hear, it's the best maximum security prison in the country. And, the inmates still have somewhat of a grip on what goes on. I appreciate that, Max. Respect to you, too. Well, today I'm smoking Monkey Mints and Tire Fire. My girlfriend's friend was the guy that got raped and beat to death in Exeter, a.k.a. the Devil's Playground. What do you mean got raped? I've never seen a general population in Canada where they rape people. Do I think this Rona is ending soon? You see the vaccine rollout in this country? 19 million in the UK, 75 million in the US, and like 1 million in our country, or 1.5 million. Yeah, and the thing about the tire fire, it actually smells a little bit like burnt tires. It's strange, but it's really strong. Donkey butter and dark Sinatra. Okay. It was a big deal. They interviewed the guy who did it. Jesus. All kinds of great gay graffiti. Milton CC, that's Maplehurst. You can see all kinds of stuff on the walls. Anybody who does real time doesn't write on the walls. There's a superstition. You write on the wall, you're going to come back to see it. So anybody who's ever done real time, guarantee you ain't writing their names on the walls. They ain't writing nothing on the walls. And if you're in the building, go up top. Just hit that like button. Okay, so I'm just trying to think. I'm going to come up in the next couple of days with the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question, whether it's through a community post or live. I will ask a question. If you guys can answer that question, comment the answer. If you are correct with the answer, then you will be put in a draw, and eventually I will do the draw, and the winner will get the quads or the taffies. And if you're in the States, I'm sorry, you're going to get some money. Yeah, you know what I mean? David, what up? Appreciate that. See, this is the thing. It's a little gelled right now, which I normally don't do. But because my hair just puffs out, I'm in the process of trying. I want to grow my hair, but the size was getting a little crazy. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I always say I want to grow my hair. I end up cutting it. I end up caving. It's just always been the case. That's crazy, man. Chronic Carl. I have never, ever seen a rape in general population in my life. That is crazy. But I'm going to holler at you too, Chronic Carl. I don't know if I want to interview a CO. I don't know if that's something I want to do on my channel, but if I do decide, then I'll holler at you. But you say that we know each other. I don't know you by that name, Chronic Carl, but I couldn't see a picture. But you definitely mentioned some people from the past, so if you know those people, you know me. And it's not because, Carl, I have any disdain for somebody who is a CEO. It's just, I don't know if that's a message I really want on my channel. Because this is the thing. Like, I've never had love for any COs. And I know it gives a different perspective. But I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it for sure. Anthony, appreciate that. Have I ever done time in BC? No, I have not. I have friends that have done time in BC for sure. But no, personally, I have not. Zombie Kush. I definitely have tried Zombie Kush a few times myself. And it's usually a pretty potent strain. I'm not a huge fan of the terpenes. I like earthy tones. I like gassy tones. I'm not super into like fruity tones or like peppery tones. I like traditional Kush and chronic smells, hydroponic. Tim, shout out to Windsor. My bro lives in Windsor. Skywalker? Chad Richardson, what's your thoughts on programs in the pen? Do you take them seriously? What advice would you give someone having to do programs? I would say that you try to take them seriously, but they're so basic. They're not individualized enough to really help. So at the end of the day, I would say take them seriously just because you have to finish it. And why do something more than once? But at the end of the day, I'd say if you're really serious about getting some treatment, then I would do that when you get out. Max Polo, what's up? Sorry, brother, did I miss a question? I already talked to you, Max Polo. I haven't forgot you, bro. Oh, okay, Max is not your real name. Man, some people just get so mad. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. The Outdoors Bear Fraz. What's up, Outdoor? Oh, okay. Yeah, the programs, at the end of the day, you can get a little bit from them, I guess. They'll teach you a little bit of skills, but really it shouldn't be the end-all, be-all if you're really serious about rehabilitation, because there's so many more better programs if you're just prepared to look for them. Stephen Richards, what's up? How are you, brother? I'm good. Northern Ontario, okay. Godbud is always good. Godbud is always good for sure. I'm more like a pink Kush, any of the cookies. I like a lot of like the Death Bubbas, but God Bud and Black God are both good. What do you recommend for people wanting to take recovery seriously on the outside? Chad, I would say find a real legitimate program that could help you, like Stonehenge or Homewood. And the first thing you have to do is separate yourself from every single person that you used with or lived in that life with, because the temptation will just take you down every time. Ed Wartsify. All right, man. Have a good day at work, my brother. Thank you for the support. Pink tuna, I've definitely tried it. Biscotti. Cuban, Wagwan. What I say? Ice Wreck. G13. Yeah. You know, I just think that at the end of the day, if you're serious about rehabilitation, it's a progress where you have to work. And you have to actively separate yourself from the things that you were doing in the past. So all those friends, all of the places you used to go, any little behaviors that you catch in your mind that are similar, you have to change them right away and separate yourself from the situation. The only crime you ever got away with was lifting in Walmart. I'm sitting here laughing like I was the best criminal in the world, but I did 17 years. So, you know, it tells you all you need to know about my skills as a criminal. How big would you want to see your channel being? You like it smaller, try to get wherever it takes you. For me, I definitely would like it to be big, of course, because I would like to make some money off of it. But at the end of the day, if it stays where it is right now, it still offers me a lot. You know, I still gain so much from it. And the accountability that it forces me to have, I never thought it would be so serious, but it definitely forces me to be super accountable. And I think that's super healthy for me. And the fact that I don't want to slack, you know, I want to stay consistent every couple of days, put something up, whether a live or a video, and eventually would want to get into more. The problem is I can't afford a new laptop. I'm working on getting one. Once I get a new laptop and I'm able to kind of expand my knowledge and tech information, I guess, then definitely things will get better. I'll expand, branch out, start doing more different kinds of videos, and things will be goddamn amazing. And that I can fucking guarantee you. I don't look 17 years old. I'm fucking 39 years old almost. Later, David. Have a good day, my brother. Max, go grind, my brother. That's what it's about. Go-getter. Everybody on this channel has got to be a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? No slacking. You got to get up every day, be motivated to make yourself better and your life better for the next day. Yeah, Chad, numbers are climbing, and they're actually, every month they get faster and faster and faster. Buy Bitcoin. I maxed out OCCs and make money in jail too. I don't know, but why buy Bitcoin? Can somebody explain that to me? Is your last video, you said you were in 1B right at the West. Was it called Chinatown? It's the only jail I've ever been that is 90% Asian, most were in immigration hold. I wouldn't say it's 90% immigration. Usually, when I was there, Chinatown was 1A. I think it was 1A right. But definitely I was right beside Chinatown, and I was with the old school, old G's from downtown, a lot of Scotian guys. That's who was on 1B right when I was there. Bike Life 416. All is blessed, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, you're driving a bus and you're talking on here? You crazy bastard. That's awesome. That makes me feel good, at least. You got to know Keith and Mingo from London. I've heard the names, definitely. I know lots of people from London, though. I got friends from London. Oh, DOC TV 813 in the building. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate the interview, and we'll definitely have you on again. And anytime, you already know, just holler at me when you're ready. Man, you guys go check out DOC TV 813. Florida dude, legit dude, been through it, tells the truth, isn't trying to sugarcoat and glamorize the prison shit. He's telling you how it is, man, and it's not going to do you any good. You know what I mean? Blazing and driving a bus. You already know. Hold on, I'm missing some stuff here. Hold on. Just incredible. Good name. Hey, bro, if I could link you up. Yeah, you just said I have a CO that's on here right now. Somebody that supposedly knows me from high school that wants to do an interview. And I'm just kind of torn. And I don't have any animosity towards a CO, but I don't know if that's where I want to go, but I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I started with 7K. It went to 60K in a year. You don't need to buy a full Bitcoin. Last March crash. Huh. Jojo, Arizona. What's good? What's up, my brother? Ryan Foster. So many of these prison YouTubers are from Virginia and Florida. Okay, DOC TV. Just holler at me, my G. Yeah, I just think that's because Florida has a lot of convicts. And I guess maybe Virginia does too. Dan, my husband is obsessed with Dogecoin right now. With Dogecoin? What's Dogecoin? I have no idea. My father-in-law is an ex-CO. We have some crazy talks. Oh, for sure, because to be a CO, just like a Fed, you kind of have to have a little bit of a crooked mind, or you're going to be out of there too quick. You're going to see so much corrupt shit, you're not going to want to do it. You kind of have to think a little bit like a criminal. So, R, what's up? All right, man, I have a live whenever I feel like having a live. Eddie 416, Kenna has more. What? Jojo, yeah, man, everything's good, my brother. Dogecoin, what is that? Oh, it's cryptocurrency, but I don't understand. If you buy cryptocurrency, does it grow? Like, I don't get it. Different side of the fence, same outlook on the system. Yeah, 100%. And I'm sure, I know that there are good COs, I just feel like with my experiences with COs, I'm not 100% sure if I want to talk to one on my channel. I haven't had a lot of good experiences, and I don't, I still have that convict edge, I guess, in my mind where I don't really even want to communicate with them. It's not personal. It's just the way I was brought up, and I don't know. Jojo, Arizona, holler at me on Instagram, my brother. I don't just give up my email online like that. Huh. I'm going to have to check into that. It can grow or shrink like any other investment. Huh. So what would it cost to buy one Bitcoin? Eddie 416, tell Norms I said what's up. That's my G. We bought $8,000 worth of cryptocurrency 2 years ago, and now it's worth over $50,000. Plus the day trading can bring a few hundred a week. Okay, I just need somebody to explain it more to me so I can understand what the is going on. How much is one Bitcoin worth? If I wanted to buy one Bitcoin, how much would that be worth? So right now, to buy one Bitcoin, it would cost me $32,000. And in 1 year, on average, how much would that one Bitcoin make? Really? And I don't have to do nothing? Huh. That's interesting. I mean, I don't have 7K, 10K, 15K, none of that shit. Listen, I live in Canada and I live in the GTA. So the cost of living here is ridiculous. Just to live here, you have to make like $20+ an hour just to have a 1-bedroom apartment by yourself. Seriously. God damn. Yeah. I mean, I'm always about making money, but I don't have enough money to buy into something like that. Like, this is the thing. You don't make money off YouTube until you're like 50,000 subscribers. You know, you might make $100 here, $100 there, but there's not enough money where you can invest into things. And you know, I'm obviously just learning how to manage my finances because never in my life have I done that. But in the GTA, man, just living day to day is a fortune. Like for me to go grocery shopping for 5 days, it's going to cost me $160 Canadian in the GTA. It's crazy. So you can so I can buy little bits and bits and bits of crypto, like $40 worth. And then it'll just keep building. So there's different kinds of Bitcoin. Oh, I'm so confused. Huh. Yeah, GTA's Greater Toronto Area, Durham region, Peel region, York region, and Toronto. That is the GTA. So start with $590 is what you mean? Who's your favorite who's my favorite player? Come on, really? Austin Matthews. Generational talent. Curious what my thoughts are on Bam Bam. I don't really know much about the guy. You know, I know he's been accused of killing a few people and walked on it. I know he's a bully. He used to beat up guys. I also know that he moved and shake. He's a hustler. So I don't know. I don't know enough about him to really have an opinion. But I never held any CO with any kind of respect. You know, even COs that were nice and treated me with courtesy, at the end of the day, there was still a CO to me. That's just how my mind worked. I don't even know what Cardano and Ethereum are. Sorry. Yeah, Marner is a great complementary player. He's the best complementary player you're going to have, but the center is always more valuable than the winger, especially when the center is 6'4", 220 pounds. You know, that guy scores goals at will. Now that they've shored up their D, they actually look like a real threat. Their division is weak, so they're going to look like amazing. They probably won't lose double-digit games all year. Hold on. Where's Victor Mealing? Hold on. I heard that. I don't want to miss a good question. Is letting your celly, solid cat, know about a fight is coming his way considered snitching? I think it depends on who you ask. Now, if your celly's your boy and you don't tell him, well, that's fucking whack in itself. You know, at the end of the day, when you get into a cell partnership with somebody, you spend a lot of time with each other. You know what I mean? And if you're going to snake that person, you know, you're not going to be in a cell with somebody you're not cool with for much longer than like a couple months, maybe in provincial. So I would say if you don't tell them it's going to come their way, that would be snaky shit. Mr. Morris, okay. I definitely remember Miss Phyllis from Joyceville. She was the head of the Coppers Union and the biggest fucking goof, in my opinion, that ever worked in the system next to Margaret. Miss Diaz. Nah, I did 7 years in Joyceville. I'm having a hard time remembering Diaz. The crypto guy in here, check out API 3. Craig Colford. I understand you feel that way, but it's not the same team. What you got to understand is every year the team changes, and I know that the locker room energy brings them down a lot. The fans bring them down a lot. But this team is good. And I'm not saying they're going to win the Stanley Cup, but this team is the best team Toronto has had since they've won the Cup. It's the best players they've had since they've won the Cup. And if there is a team that's going to break the curse, this is the team that's going to do it. They have to make some moves. I feel like they still need to shore up their D a little bit. I would definitely bring in another center, but if there's a year, this is the year. Miss Piggy, who are you talking about? Miss Rogers. I got a Pabst Blue Ribbon. What are you talking about, Pabst Blue Ribbon? All of a sudden, where's the other question? What the fuck is the GTA? Oh, I'm way ahead. Hold on. Slow down, Bo. Slow down. Oh, there's a question I missed. I don't want to do that. What is the one thing that you regret when I was under the influence? I'd say the one thing that I regret when I was under the influence was at my buddy's dad's wake, making a total fool of myself, getting super hammered because I was sad, and then making a total fool of myself in public, waking up strapped to a hospital bed. That's pretty embarrassing. I know what it is, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I was just wondering why he was bringing it up. All my cellies always cried when we parted ways, because I cook big spreads. And if you're in the building, there's 51. Go up, hit the like button. Come on, people. Really? 23, 51. You don't have to be here if you don't want, but if you're here, hit the like. Come on, man. Taking down a grenade. What city you grew up in and how was it? I grew up in all over. I've lived in like 25 different houses in my life. You know, I just had a family that moved a lot. It just was what it was. And, I don't know, man. I lived in Vancouver, but mainly grew up in New York region, was born in Richmond Hill, and grew up in a town called Oak Ridges, which is part of Richmond Hill. I loved it, but it's not the same place anymore. It's all been like torn down and rebuilt. It went from a little cottage town in the north of Richmond Hill to just another suburb. Sheriff Crisis. Hold on. Have you ever met anybody in prison who had severe claustrophobia from being in a tiny cell all day? I am a claustrophobic 100%, but no, in a cell, I never felt that way. What you have to understand is when you're in prison, you have to keep your mind healthy for yourself, you know? You have to fight your way through that stuff. You can't allow your brain to deteriorate, your mental health to deteriorate, because if it starts, the snowball effect, you know, you can't go to prison if you have a weak mind. So if you have that kind of a weak mind, don't even bother breaking the law. Johnny Duke, what's our thoughts on our Prime Minister? I'd say that I always have an issue with anybody who says, every 2 seconds. It's obvious that they're reading off a script. So I definitely can't tell you what I think of the person because I don't know the person. But I think the vaccine rollout in this country has been horrible. I think that the lockdown handling hasn't been horrible, really. I think that Doug Ford's done a decent job with the lockdowns, not shutting down the economy totally. I don't know. Every other word he says or Every other word. It's crazy. Based on the people you met on prison or elsewhere, how do people typically get involved in drug dealing in Ontario? What's the typical scenario? I would say that the typical scenario is lack of opportunity and having to support yourself, your family. See, I think there's a misconception a lot of people have with drug dealers is that they're horrible people. You know, they're terrible people that just want people to die. When the reality is they're just trying to put food on their table, maybe put some new shoes on their feet. Now, does that mean that there are no people that are horrible that sell drugs? No, there are, of course. Did you just ask me if I get the vaccine? 1,000,000%. Line me up tomorrow. I don't give a damn. Give me that shit. Have I ever seen somebody I thought was hard checking a PC? A lot of times. A lot of times. This is the thing. Sometimes you'll have groups of guys, and because they're together, they'll feel comfortable. They'll feel like they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want to anybody. And then all of a sudden, everybody leaves except one or two guys. Tables are turned. And anybody who's been in prison knows that people aren't scared to talk. They're scared to get hurt. So if the circumstances are stacked against them, they're probably going to say, hey, you know, I'm good. But let those tables flip, and you would have bullied those guys years ago. Like I said, that guy in the Dawn that got murdered when I was on the block was because he treated them disrespectfully. He was no innocent victim. He came back on the block thinking they were sweet, when really they were outnumbered. You understand? Do you have to work out when you're in prison? I don't say you have to, but why wouldn't you? If you come out of prison in a worse circumstance than when you went in, you're just a waste. Just incredible. Take care, buddy. I got to bounce. I've been subscribed from 1.4K subs. Appreciate that, my friend. Kyle Harris, not the same team, not the same scenarios with COVID. Leafs best chance to win the cup because of the path we have. 100%. If they don't make it to whatever the final rounds are, fire Keefe, fire Dubas. They're so much better than every other team in the division. It's bad. It's scary. It's almost unfair. Now, I don't know how they stack up against Boston or Washington because we're not playing them, or how they stack up against Vegas. We're not playing them, but I don't think anybody's that much better than them. They are good, and since they've got Brody and Bogosian on their D, their Ds even look really good. Their team defense looks really good. We'll see, right? Will you get bullied in prison if you just keep to yourself? It depends. Sometimes, Mike Smith. Most drug dealers be doing it for the women. Matt Clark, most women like drugs plus alcohol. I think that it's more money than women. You know, doesn't mean that women aren't involved in the decision-making process, but I think that money leads to all of that. So the ultimate prize is the money. I seen a swole ass fool all tatted up, roll up in the middle of the night over $20. People are crazy, man. I have no idea how the prisons and stuff are nowadays because they don't release a ton of information. I know that the stuff's running through the prisons. The goat body shot me. Victor Meelan, do you think there are undercovers posing as inmates in our Ontario? I 100% think there are undercovers posing in our system. Of course. Anywhere you have guys that have cold cases or anything like that on them. I remember there was a lifer when I was in the Ville that had 13 different cold cases on him. And 100% they're going to put some undercover. You'll see guys that come in like nerdy looking dudes, quiet guys, and within a month they're gone. You never see them again. 100%. If a cop tased you 15 times and punches you out, if you have proof, you could sue them. What's the best legal battle you can do? Sorry, Johnny, I missed the other part of the question. Bro, without saying names, a dude whose mom's van you were driving and the police, is he still alive? I heard he caught a body case and got poked up in the box. Is that true? Nah, he's alive. From what I hear some weird stuff about what he's doing nowadays. I heard he's now representing those letters, and the most extreme end of them. So I have no idea. And when I mean those letters, I mean LGBTQ. And somebody told me that he is the most extreme version. So I don't know, man. I haven't talked to the man last time I saw him was like the beginning of 2009. I saw him at what's it called? Nathan Phillips, or not Nathan Phillips, Young and Dundas Square. And he seemed fine, but I heard he lost his mind a little bit. But yeah, he did catch a body, caught a manslaughter charge. Things happen. I've read and heard that medical support in prison is typically horrible. Was that your experience as well? Is it called? I don't think it's as horrible as people will say. You definitely will get as much medical attention as you will out here. It'll just take time. I had a surgery on my shoulder. I got on Suboxone in prison. I got a bunch of dental work done in prison. You get glasses in prison here. You get treated fairly well in Canadian prison. It just is. Yeah, it's a G-shot. Yep. No, I'm not saying the man's gender fluid. I'm saying the man's trans, supposedly. Craig, it depends on where you did your time. I would say if you were in a higher security federal prison, you probably want to stay on your toes most of the time. And no, I have not been in Niagara Detention Center. So anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out for the live. It's been almost 40 minutes. I got to cut this out. I got to go get some food. I'm starving. I'm sorry. Me and my girl are going to spend the night together. But I appreciate you guys coming for the live. Before you go, hit that like button. Come on, Mike. You sound like oregano with weed. That's hilarious. But I appreciate you guys each and every time. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we speak on prison. We speak on life. We speak on addiction. And when we do the lives, we'll speak on whatever the hell you want. Hockey. I don't really care. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming to the live, and gals. And I just appreciate the support. Have a great night. The new Matt Clark.